Hi, guys. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Raquel, and today we're going to discuss the book Animal Part 5. So, back in 2021, when actually before Animal came out, the author Kwan said that he would not continue the series of Animal. Book 5 would be the end. And I was devastated. Like, I have been with this series since 2012. I initially read about Animal in a short called The Leak that Kwan wrote, and then I got into the books. So I have read all five of the books. The last one is so epic. He brings back all of the characters from the previous books. You've got Zopound, you've got Ashani, you've got his kids, and you got Red Sonja and Lilith, and just all those characters from the other four books. You also have some new characters. And so the book is just really, really good. I hate that it is ending, but all good things come to an end. And if we know Quan, then we know he's going to be writing some really good stuff here in the future. As a matter of fact, he has a new series out. He's got Promises Broken and Promises Kept. And if you are familiar with his other series, the Welfare Wifey, Hood Rat, and what else? Welfare Wifey, Hood Rat, Section 8. It's about 4 or 5 books. Some of those characters, he brought them over into the New Promises series. So if you enjoyed that series, you'll probably enjoy the Promises series. He also has two new books coming out, one in September and one in July. You've got the continuation of The Reluctant King, and it is called False Idols. And then you have a new one which is called Black Godfather. And so he is such a good writer. I know that these are going to be really, really good books. The thing that I'm looking for is something akin to Animal, hopefully. Because with Animal, the one thing, and I don't want to, give any spoilers about book 5 or any of the books really, but um, it's just very intricately woven. He's got all these different characters and so many different things happening at play. You learn about his family, and that is a story in itself. And then get to know his friends, and they're always fighting for a cause. They have a purpose, and it isn't like this really stupid stuff he's fighting for. It's like, for me, it's like his purpose means something. He has principles that he stands on, and I am just really, really hoping that he comes up with something that is, you know close in that range, something like that. Because I mean, I read a lot of books. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of different kinds of books. I don't read fantasy. I've never tried fantasy. I've recently had somebody tell me that I should try it, and maybe I will. Yeah, I don't know if I find a book that I think is worth reading, but I love urban fiction, Christian fiction, and historical fiction and romance. Those are my niches. And when it comes to urban fiction, Quan is awesome. Like, he is awesome. Donald Goings, like, to me, that is urban fiction. Like, some of the books that I read on Kindle Unlimited, I'm not saying that they're not urban fiction. They're just a different type of urban fiction. I think the ones by Kwan and Donald Goings and um dang, who else can I think? Iceberg Slim. Theirs are more maybe realistic, I guess, because like some of the ones with the uh, hood girl beats meets a billionaire, I'm not into that kind of thing. Um, my sister married my baby's daddy. I can't get with that. I'm sorry. And it's no slight to people who read those or the people who write them. It's just not my thing. Sort of like um sort of like fantasy. But the only difference is with fantasy is I've never read any fantasy, so I don't really have an opinion. What I'm saying basically is that I like to read books where they feel authentic, like I could possibly actually see this happening. Now, I don't know that I would see a shootout in the streets, but Kwan is a good enough writer to make me be able to visualize it and make me feel like I'm there. So that is kind of the difference with the some of the other urban fiction authors. Another thing is I don't have anything against the spicy scenes, but if Kwan has a spicy scene, it's very minimal. It is not in depth. It's just kind of to let you know that it's happening. Whereas I find that some of the newer Christian fiction, I'm sorry, some of the newer urban fiction, they tend to have lots and lots of spicy scenes. They go just in depth um, to a level that I kind of maybe don't even really think it's necessary. But then again, like I said, that's my opinion, and I don't have anything against spicy scenes. Like that might be a little bit of what made me switch over to urban fiction. I don't have a problem with it. I just think that sometimes it's too much. You know, it's every other page somebody's getting it in, and like I'm more about the story. I want to read a really good story. I want to be a part of the story, and that's just me. Anyways, like I said, this was Animal 5 and a little bit about me, which I really didn't mean to do, but there's nothing wrong with getting to know me, right? Okay, so yeah, that was Animal 5. So we have other books that he's got coming out to look forward to. And so until next time, bye bye.